Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I wasn't going to continue making videos now. I thought once I got here, the abuse would stop, but the abuse has continued. I had to tell this woman next door last night she's been pumping in or spraying in chemicals. It smells like shit. And I had to say something last night. If it continues, I'll have to tell management because the same sort of harassment has continued here. And supposedly the Albany police are saying they investigated it. Your ex-husband isn't here. There isn't a problem. Well, there is a problem. And there's been a problem every place that I have lived. I have documented it. I have made videos. I was sexually assaulted by this man that stalked me with my ex-husband, Phil Spencer from Broadalbin. So y'all need to stop, okay? You got everything, okay? You got everything. You got all my personal belongings. You got the houses. I had no place to live, no car. I finally get an apartment, and you've done this with every single apartment that I have been in. And you need to stop, okay? You need to stop. And people need to stop picking on homeless people because you go on and on about how inadequate and what losers people are. And oftentimes women are fleeing domestic violence, okay? And then they get into these apartments and this is the harassment. This is the harassment you have to put up with when you report domestic violence, you report a sexual assault, and this is what is allowed to go on with not only the Amsterdam Police Department, but the Schenectady Police Department. I made numerous reports at the Y, which is supposed to be a place to help domestic violence victims. I came here and they made a joke all up and down State Street about renting these apartments. I went to Broadalbin because, you know, after 20 years of working on property up there, I should be able to go to the beach in the summer, but I had to sit here in this hot apartment and be continually harassed. People say, well, why don't you move on? Why don't you do something else? Because these people don't stop. These people have been doing this since I was a child. Mr. Megna and his family, Mr. Spencer and his family, Mr. Lanzi and his family, and of course, Mr. Flanagan. And I believe they have ties to this Flanagan over on North Main that just ripped me off for $3,000. I just got a national grid bill because my cousin and her ex-husband are involved in this for $100 for 2 weeks. I was there 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to get the power on. I had electric for 2 weeks and I moved out. $100. $100. Okay, this man already ripped me off for $3,000 and I have videos there I never unpacked. So y'all need to get a life. Mr. Flanagan and Mr. Spencer and Mr. Megna and Mr. Lanzi and everybody else involved in this. You need to get a life, okay? You've done enough horrible things to me that I'm trying to get on my feet and recover, and I have to put up with the same harassment here. And it needs to stop, okay? This burning, whatever the hell this is, the chemical smells where I'm sick for days at a time. The only time I go out now is to get some groceries, okay? I'd like to live my life. This is why women don't report. This is why it's very difficult to move on. This is why they continually blame the victim, and so on and so forth. So I guess I have to continue with the videos. If that means speaking out for other little kids in my family, I will continue to do that. You're all up there partying and having a good time. You need to stay up there and leave me the fuck alone. Okay, you've done this for a long time. Y'all have done it since I'm a little kid. Man up and own your own. Own your own stuff, okay? Get some help and own the own stuff in your own families, and let's all move on, because I would really like to move on, okay? And not deal with a bunch of little kids that can't seem to own their own inadequacies and need to evolve as men. So please, all of you, get some help, evolve, do some meditation, go to therapy, do whatever it takes, but stop blaming the victims and harassing them. So hope you all have a great weekend. Please stop. It needs to stop already, okay? Be safe, guys, and we'll continue to talk again.